Welcome to Qatar and the magnificent city of Doha, host to the Optimist Asian and Oceanian Championship 2015. Organised by the Qatar Sailing and Water Sports Federation under the authority of the International Optimist Dinghy Association, the championship brings together young sailing stars from within the Asia and Oceanian region, all ready for a shot at the prestigious crown. The opening ceremony took place at the Qatar Sailing and Rowing Federation headquarters in Qatar. An inspirational sight to see the young sailors parading beside their nation's flag as the championship was formally opened, followed by a traditional dinner. Qatar Beach was a hub of activity and excitement, with over 119 sailors representing 17 nations preparing for kick-off on race day 1. Numerous names possess the potential to grab glory and be in the mix of title contenders. The stage was set for some fierce competition.
It's a really good competition because it's the IOTA Asians this year, and IOTA Asians, like all the Asian countries, send their best sailors from their countries, and there are other countries other than Asia also, from Australia, New Zealand, and many more. So it's good.
It's really cool, like all the buildings, and I really love the wind. And yeah, I mean, it's super modern compared to where I live. And there are a lot more kids from different countries than I've ever experienced, and it's a little bit more competitive than I usually sail against.
Split into 2 fleets, the light to medium breeze served up 3 very close races on the first day in Doha. Sailors have to execute perfect starts, stay on form all the way around the racetrack to collect the valuable points and be in with a chance of claiming a place on the podium. In the hunt for glory were local Qatar youngsters, alongside the more experienced Qatari sailors. For some, the championship marked their first taste of enjoying big international fleet racing.
The sailing conditions are excellent. They are not sailing only for their continent, they are sailing against combined teams. So that will help in promotion of sailing. Imagine Asian countries who never went to the Oceania, they have a chance equally now to attend Asian Oceanian Championship in New Zealand or in one of the islands there. So this way, variety of sailing avenues will be available. More traveling for the children to see new places will be there, and more experience of sailing against different sailors will be there.
Day 2, and it was all about consistency. Out on the race course, the Optimists squeezed themselves into prime spot on the starting line, each targeting a front-of-line position when the starting gun fires. Close mark roundings, boat-on-boat battles and speed were the main features of the day's 3 races in the yellow and blue fleets. Back ashore, there was time to enjoy the renowned Doha hospitality. No time for distractions though, or much rest, ahead of Day 3's Team Racing Championships, featuring 16 teams of 4 sailors facing off in head-to-head battles as they advance through to a series of flights to decide the winner.
I am excited for tomorrow because tomorrow is a team race.
Today the weather was nice for sailing, and I'm excited for team race tomorrow.
Tomorrow I'm ready because we are competing with world champions all over the world with many boats.
Team racing is a fast-paced racing style, demanding excellent boat handling, rapid tactical decision-making, and expert knowledge of the rules. The sailors in each team aim for a winning combination of places. The key to success is grouping skills into a coordinated attack.
Today we're doing teams racing, but teams racing is very different from fleet racing because you have to work with your team to get across the line. It's not just you on your boat, and you have to make sure that your team's following you and you're all together and working as a team well. Well, we go around a shorter course and it's more about tactics and strategies, not so much about your speed and how fast you're going and everything.
Qatar sailors pushed out every nuance of fighting spirit, sailing hard and fast. In an unfortunate draw though, Flight A saw them losing out to the hugely experienced Singaporean team. Another formidable challenge in Flight B put them against Hong Kong. Despite a close battle to the end, Qatar's sailors' dreams of moving closer to the title were again swept away. As teams progressed through the flights, stakes intensified and the quality of racing got tougher. favourites Singapore won the Optimist Team Racing Worlds earlier this year. Having shown early promise, China was determined to seize the championship title over Singapore, Japan and Thailand. But there was no easy way through. Ultimately, it was Thailand who put an end to China's goal, advancing to face Singapore's first team in the final. In an epic clash of the titans, Singapore, the powerhouse of Optimist racing, versus the skillful team of Thailand, went head-to-head in the final. Close battles, tension and thrilling racing led to a spectacular outcome, with 2 wins from 3 matches going to Thailand, awarding them victory and the 2015 Team Racing Championship title. After the excitement of team racing, the format on day 4 returned to individual mode and a new racetrack adjacent to Al Corniche, the magnificent waterfront promenade extending along Doha Bay. Suspense was in the air, with sailors eager to resume the battle to claim the IOTA Optimist Asian and Oceanian Championship title.
So the race is near to the end and it's going to be a very tough competition because everyone would want to be in the top places like first, second and third. So it will be very tough out there today and tomorrow.
An easterly breeze of 12 to 15 miles kicked in from early morning. Boat speed would be crucial and a key factor for success, but it is not all about winning each race, although it helps. Consistency and holding a steady scorecard are key to winning championships.
I think it's a nice place where buildings might affect the wind a bit, so there might be more pressure in different parts of the race course. You need to work even harder on your boat setup and your sail setup and get clean lanes off the start.
The skyscrapers of Doha city centre set a breathtaking backdrop to the excitement of the opening race of the day. Singaporean sailors dominated in both fleets, but it was no easy win, with position changes throughout the races. Claiming a clear start, finding a clean lane, and taking any early advantage to the first mark is critical if sailors want to remain in the front of the pack throughout the unfolding race. Day 5, the climax of the championship. Tension was heavy in the air, and you could feel the pressure on the young shoulders of the sailors as they prepared for a dramatic last-ditch fight for the medals. Leaving no margin for error, each sailor cross-checked their equipment and checked sail tuning to ensure no stone was left unturned in their quest to deliver the best possible results on the final day of the IOTA Optimist Asian and Oceanian Championship 2015. Separated into gold and silver fleets for the final 2 races, the leaderboard was still open to challenge. In the final race one, boats were incredibly close as the lead exchanged hands throughout the race. Some critical errors in the first upwind saw 2 of Singapore's contenders, Muhammad Daniel and Jody Lai, forced to dig deep and make up lost ground. Ultimately though, it was Singapore's Daniel Hung who struck just before the finish to take the win. On to race 2, and the point advantage racked up by Hung looked unassailable, but there was still a chance for Muhammad Daniel to step up. Disappointment for him as some tactical errors pushed him back into a double-digit finish while Hung won the race, a conclusive victory. Gold to Daniel Hung after 2 perfect races, silver to Muhammad Daniel and bronze to Thailand's Suthorn Yampinid in a skillful show of form.
The race today was relatively easy, but there were lots of difficulties. For example, the wind was very shifty, so you had to play the oscillations right. And also the start line, since it was the gold fleet, so it was the level was much higher, so there were tougher opponents. So yeah, those were the difficulties that I faced.
The IOTA Optimist Asian and Oceanian Championship 2015 wrapped up with a typically impressive and glamorous medal ceremony, showcasing a real flavour of Qatar's hospitality. Winners were warmly applauded, and all sailors went out of their way to express their enjoyment of a superbly run event. See you next year.